I'm John from SurfFX, and today we're looking at the new Sky Foil Sup boards from Fanatic. Now these boards are pretty easy to foil on. I've been using the 6.6 myself. As a foiler, I'm a beginner at this at the moment, and it's rock solid. The 6.6 is 30 wide, 115 liters, same kind of volume as my regular Surf Sup, but way more stable. I can actually stand just out in the lineup sideways in my surfing stance, not in the paddling stance. Having the big keel of the foil makes them rock solid. These boards have been pretty special shape with what they've done. There's a slight concave in the deck, just to keep some volume in the rail, again for stability. The rail itself does have a nice bevel on it, so when you rail the board over, it's not going to catch and slam. Like if you convert your existing Sup, they've got a sharper rail for surfing, so if that comes down and touches the water, it usually grabs, not something you want when you're foiling because it kind of flicks you over the handlebars. One of the best things I like about this board is that in the grip there's a ridge, and why that's important is because you can figure out the exact center point of the board to have your feet in the right position while you're paddling to take off, so you're not off to the left, off to the right, because if you are off to the left, off to the right, the foil will usually throw you off the other side. So you got to be right along that stringer line. So that real light ridge, it's comfortable to stand on. You can just feel where it is. It makes it a lot easier to get onto waves and to just know your foot placement. When they design these boards, they put the kick a little bit farther forward, which is good, so your back foot is above the foil. And on the foil, in the mounting system, they've done a track mount, which is quickly becoming the standard in the industry. But they've got a channel through the middle here, you can see. That keeps that foil on a straighter angle. If you have a more rocker board, like a lot of people find that if they've converted their existing board, so their Sup is just sitting up in the air. So the foil underneath is like that. So when you're paddling and the board's flat on the water, the foil's actually like pulling down and making it way harder to take off. And then when you do get on the wave, it looks like you're doing a wheelie. So having that channel and that flatter section really just keeps the two boards in parallel, and it just lets you foil a lot easier. So the track system in this is pretty simple. It's just the standard bolt-in 2 boxes. Now there is a third box on here, and people are going to know what's with this. This is where you can put in another fin, another center fin in the back if you like, not to surf on its own, but to give you more straight line stability in paddling. So you can imagine the mast sticking up here and another fin here. It's really, really easy to paddle these. I personally have found that you don't even need it. These boards with a square outline, real straight parallel rails, and having the giant foil on the bottom keeps the board going straight anyway. So size-wise of these guys, they do a 6.6, 100 by 30, 115 liters. There's a 6.10 by 31, it's 132 liters. And then they've got a 7 foot by 31.5 for the big boys, and that's 142 liters. But like I said, you can usually go a little bit more volume, less volume than your regular Sup, because you do have that stability of having the foil on the bottom. Yeah, great boards, and yeah, they're just making it easy for you to get out there and give foiling a go. Construction-wise, these guys have gone through a nice lightweight epoxy construction. It's more of a surfboard construction now, and you've got a carbon weave with the vector net weave through that you can see through the rails. They've been holding up quite well. I do rail tape mine because other people tried as well and they beat them up, and they're really holding up for dings and dents. So they've been, and it's been keeping the weight down, which is nice, because something you want is low weight. You want the shorter length to be able to pump it. When you carry it to the beach, the lighter the board, the better. Because, well, on the way down it's fine, but coming back up, if you have a heavy board with your foil in it, it gets a bit cumbersome to take back. And it really lets you throw it around and transfer from the board up to the foil and change direction much easier.